I'm going back to like the Third Row Tesla podcast. So you were able to talk with Elon Musk face to face in a conversation. So are there like any takeaways? Like, is there something we don't know about him? Most people don't know about him that like was revealed there. And I was just watching the podcast. Like, I think Kimball came on as well, right? His brother. So like, what was that like? And yeah.
Yeah. Yeah. And his mom was there too. Like, honestly, just such cool, nice people. Like, I think I think everyone should kind of learn to like I saw so much hate for Elon Musk back a couple years ago and even still today. It's like, I think as a general rule, people should not form an opinion of another person until they've met them personally or like spent time with them or I don't know, actually like interacted with them. Cause I think Elon, like, he's just such a down to earth, genuinely nice, kind, like chill dude, honestly. Like incredibly smart, but also just so down to earth, like not cocky, like super humble, super chill. Like, everyone in his family was super nice. Like they ordered us sandwiches in the podcast. They're like, we're getting hungry. Like, and they're like, oh my God, we're going to stop the podcast. Like we've been going way too long. Like we got to get out of here. And he's like, nah, bro, just a lunch break. Like get the guy to get sandwiches or whatever. And then we're like in, who is it? The actor who did Willy Wonka. It was his house. And then Elon's like, oh, I love this house. It's so quaint with the little cabinets. Like I kept them just this way. And you're like, wow, like that's so, and he's like getting plates for us, just like himself, like, super politely. Like, so just such a kind, like, I don't know if that's the side of the interview you wanted to hear, but that was the part that I thought was interesting was like, honestly, just
No,
a
this
really dope dude.
totally. Yeah, Gene Wilder, I think it was.
Gene Wilder. Yeah, exactly.
Another cool quality about Elon Musk is that I remember on some kind of interview with someone who was witnessing him, the guy was like, "Oh yeah, I watched Elon at like some board review or something, and he like knew what he was talking about the entire time." And you hardly see any CEOs like that. So do you think like nowadays, especially with like the tech revolution, you have to like really know that stuff, like super duper well, to even have a chance at being successful?
Totally. And before I found Tesla, like I was, investing for like a private investor, researching companies, like meeting with tons of CEOs, trying to figure out which companies to invest in. And like when I met Elon, was so impressed and blown away at just his level of like how much he cares about the business, how much it's mission driven, how much he's also like the engineer of SpaceX and Tesla just as much as the CEO. Like you ask him about why isn't Tesla doing this? He knows to the minute detail exactly why. Like that, it's just he's really is once in a generation. I know that's maybe like a cliche thing of like Elon so special, is that great? But it's like, nah, like this dude is like lives up to the hype and more. And just let the numbers speak for themselves. Like I'm not an Elon Musk fan. I'm just a fan of capitalists and great CEOs and companies changing the world. And that happens to be that one guy's doing all of them at once. Like, he started Zip2 with nothing, sold it for 50 million bucks, puts it into PayPal, one of the most disruptive fintech companies, sells that for $1 billion. Like find me another entrepreneur with that track record. There's almost like none in the world. So, yeah, I'm honestly like pretty lucky. I'm like, dude, like Elon Musk's biggest net worth was in Tesla stock. So that's what I put it in. I'm like, I got to put my net worth in the same thing that the smartest dude in the world, like put his net worth into. And he works for me basically. Like, dude.